All right, we had some questions. Big hog barbell. What's your typical 3-week wave look like? I notice you follow conjugate programming. So would you like me to answer that, or would you like to talk about your typical 3-week wave?
I don't pay attention, so you can.
I don't think anyone here really knows, even though I love talking about it.
Yeah.
No one knows what we do. So our training works in 3-week waves. So we'll do... All right, my phone died, or my phone's full, and I realised I'm sweating because the heater's on. So that explains the wardrobe change for me. I was speaking about the programming. Yes, we work in 3-week waves. The weights and percentages get heavier each week for those 3 weeks. The exercise choice is based on whatever comps are coming up, and everyone here trains the same. Everyone trains using the same exercises, so we didn't really change things up for Mel too much based on the bodybuilding comp. So I remember you were still doing sumo deadlifts with bands. You were still doing stiff leg deadlifts with bands. You did box squats. You did back squats. Everything was pretty normal. Just the normal stuff that we use for strength is what you were doing for your bodybuilding comp as well. Ties into the next question. Who was it? This is from TJ. Do you think your strongman training has a massive benefit on your bodybuilding size and strength?
Yes.
No, bodybuilding build and size.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. Well, that's the whole reason why I've competed again, because of the mass I built through strongman.
True.
None of this is bodybuilding, really. Well, we do accessories.
We do
bodybuilding, but
yeah. So you already had, I'll try to put up some photos of your last comp. So you already had that size and shape. So you've done that type of training before and your body responds well to it. Like you got the thick, the wide back, your shoulders already stuck out.
Yeah.
The strength training for me, all I'll say is your back. The erectors on your back. I'll put up a photo showing your back and I might even put it next to some other girls if we've got a photo of the other girls. So your thickness in your back, I don't know if that is going to win you a bodybuilding comp or not, especially in your category. No. But how thick your back gets when you're lean, like I'm not sure if you hadn't been able to, like you've added 100 kilos to your deadlift in the 3 years. I don't think that would be possible without the strength training. No. I think you could look how you look, sorry to cut you off, I think the way you look now, the shoulders and arms and things, I think you could look like that through bodybuilding.
Oh, for sure. But
I think glutes and legs maybe as well.
Yeah, look, I could probably do more accessories for quads and stuff.
We don't do a lot.
Added that in of late. Yeah, if I was to continue, it would be definitely more accessories for legs. Like we've added, obviously, hip thrust.
Yeah, if we've changed anything to the program for you, for this, it's probably accessories on the lower body days. So normally our lower body days here, we're doing Romanians, stiff leg deadlifts, front squats or back squats or box squats, and then the rest is like sled drag, dead ball carries, things that don't have a lot of time under tension for like stretching the quads or stretching the calves or stretching the glutes. It's tough stuff and good for strength, but it's not a lot of time under tension. So you've added in a lot more, like the reverse lunges and step ups. Yeah, and even the goblet squats, standing on plates to stretch the quads out. So I guess that question's yes and no then. Yes and no. Yeah. There's certain parts of your body I think are only there and at that size because of strength, because of the Strongwoman training. Yeah. This is from Jamie. Did you vote for Sangers, for Smitty, or memes I've seen, and why?
Sangers, because
it's just obvious, really.
Like,
isn't it?
Who cares about memes for one? And two, because it's just about memes you've seen, and everyone has different interests with memes. But then sandwiches, well, that's food, and everyone likes to talk about food.
Everyone can relate to, yeah.
But I said to him he should do gourmet sangers, and he wouldn't listen.
No, I'm not even going to make the episode, I've decided.
Well, I will.
All right, from Dale. Was it full steam ahead for Mel or needed to back off from training for recovery/stress? So between your comps, so let's say you did the Strongwoman comp, you did the ASA National, ASA qualifier. What did you do the day after or the week after that? Is it straight back into training?
Well, the thing was, we'd kind of decided before I did ASA that we were going to go straight into the prep for the bodybuilding, because I remember it was like 14 weeks. So 2 weeks before ASA, and you're like, just imagine, you're training for, the bodybuilding comp. So, yeah, doing accessories and stuff started
straight away
doing ASA. So yeah, I guess it was full steam ahead then.
I don't think you had deload weeks. You had time off before the comps.
No, I've been terrible. Yeah, I've done no recovery as such, and
Mel's done nothing.
Pretty useless like that.
So I can't remember.
No, I went out for dinner and had a couple of drinks with some friends on the Friday night. I don't know about the Saturday, but yeah, like everything was just pretty much normal.
Everything was pretty much straight back into it. All we did was, if you're ever sore, or it's the same as anyone here, if anyone's ever sore or can't lift heavy, then you don't lift heavy. You just do what you can and try and build some muscle and burn some calories and get straight back onto tracking your food. So it's been, if you think about it, it's probably been 4 months of tracking and training with intensity. No real just floating sessions or floating weeks where you just do whatever. Bodybuilding comp was on a Sunday. You got to call up on the Wednesday to compete at Nationals.
Which I came in 6 a.m. on the Monday and trained.
So you're in the next day, you're back into training. And then now you're doing Nationals, which is in 3 days. So that's 3 weeks. It's 3 weeks between the last bodybuilding comp and this bodybuilding comp. Mel hasn't missed a day. So Mel trains here. It used to be for a little while. It was Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and probably most Saturdays. I think you missed a couple Saturdays. And you were training elsewhere Tuesday nights. And then it became Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And you were still training elsewhere Tuesday nights. You're doubling up on Tuesday. And then once or twice, you went and trained on Saturday before coming here and training,
More than once or twice throughout the whole prep. Like,
oh, damn.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how many sessions is that? Roughly 5 a week.
And that's where these are really bloody
6.
handy. Don't eat till bloody, ugh.
6 a week. You're doing 6 sessions a week here. You're walking every day.
Yes. I have a greyhound and she has to be walked. 30 to 40 minutes.
Every day?
Maybe, every day, and maybe like a Sunday or something might go
Sometimes.
50 minutes.
Wow.
But she likes to smell every bush and stuff, so it's not like power walking the whole time.
Low intensity walking.
It'll be like stop for a couple of minutes and then keep going. It's not really like, I'm not like, oh my god, I need to burn calories.
It was just walking for the sake of walking.
And enjoy some time outside.
So Mel didn't miss any 6 a.m. sessions. I think there was never a time where you didn't get up because you were just tired,
Sick,
didn't want to come in or soak or anything like that. Same as me, I haven't missed a 6 a.m. here. I've missed one since we've opened. Alira took one class for me. And that was only because I didn't have a car and I was sick. So I didn't have a car and she had to drop me here anyway. So the Friday before, she dropped me here and then went home and then had to come back and pick me up. The next week she had to drop me here and I was sick. So I was like, so it was like she took the class. So you didn't miss not one 6 a.m. session. Really good with the calories and tracking all the time.
I do bloody weigh everything. I know. I feel like I've tried to make out like I don't really eat well, but I do.
Track everything.
Dale thinks I'm strict.
I think if from the outside, if you saw what Mel eats and the way she tracks, and a lot of us, you'd think, wow, that is like excessive, that is extreme. And then to us, sometimes it feels like we're not doing enough. It's like when you guess certain things or you go out for breakfast like twice in a week, heaven forbid. Like you think like, oh my God, am I doing enough?
I haven't been out for breakfast for so long.
Haven't you?
No.
That was really sad. It ruined the mood of the whole video then. It's got real depressed.
Yeah, I know. I'm realising that, it's been a good time. So
your mood was great the whole time. We were talking about it with Cass earlier. There was one session where you came in on a Saturday, announced you were grumpy, announced you were laughing. Announced you were grumpy. There was a few Wednesdays here where you'd come in the morning and like we wouldn't even look at the program. We'd just say, all right, what do you want to do? What type of energy have you got? And that's because you were getting used to doing the double sessions on the Tuesday. So your energy was really low on the Wednesdays. That disappeared. You got used to that.
Yeah, because I train on a Tuesday afternoon from 5:30 till 7:15 with probably a 15-minute break in between that, and then come Wednesday morning 6 a.m. So there's not much.
And that's that's the boxing stuff. It's high intensity.
Yep. And then just have dinner and then wake up and come here. So
training a fair bit, training more than the average person. The type of training is hard stuff 90% of the time, like high intensity.
Yeah.
Walking every day at a really low intensity, tracking everything, you were in pretty good spirits for almost the whole way through, I reckon.
I'm going to say the biggest thing for me is that I have time to do it as well.
True. Yep.
I do not work 9 to 5, so that's a huge thing for me. Yeah, I can still go to bed at 9:30. I do get up at 5:10, but I don't mind that. I enjoy it now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't make meals for work. I have a pre-made meal company that I use. So I don't spend time meal prepping. I only cook breakfast and dinner. So yeah, like I have time to do everything, and I don't really feel rushed or oh my god, I need to get up at 4 or I'm going to bed at 11. So that's a big thing for me.
Absolutely. I think that's
forward to doing this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I am enjoying it more than my work life and all that kind of stuff at the moment. So
yeah,
I'm enjoying
Maybe
it.
I'll just bring up then, so that brings up, that's good of you to recognise. You've got it, not that you've got it easy, everyone's got tough parts of their life, but if you're seeing this and thinking that you're not doing good enough because you can't do what Mel does, if you've got, if you work bigger hours, if you've got kids, even one kid, even if you've got, like, I don't know how they do it, some of the guys and girls here that have kids, try not to compare yourself to Mel or people like Mel that are able to do certain things. I don't want to downplay what you did, because I don't like it at all when people say to me, oh yeah, but you work at a gym. Oh yeah, but you were born skinny, stuff like that. It really does downplay when people have worked hard for things, because even I'm finding it extremely hard to start training here, even though I'm here at the gym all day. It's still hard to start training. It's still tiring and things like that. So nothing against you. You did really well.
Yeah, I'd admit that I probably wouldn't. Oh, it depends how much I wanted it, I guess. I can't say
it still
never,
comes down
but
to
like
that.
Makes it a lot more.
But I'd never, and Alira's the same, we talk about it, like when people are like, I just didn't have time to do this today, a lot of people in my position would say, well, make time. Everything's a choice, and try and be motivational, things like that. And I go the other way, I'm like, fuck, that sounds shit. That sounds really tough, and maybe try and help them take something out of their life for a little while to focus on just this one thing. Like, instead of trying to do your work, the bodybuilding prep, the cooking, the training, and then you got kids, and then your social life, it's like, all right, well, for the next 3 months the social life goes down. I've never said it to anyone, but I wouldn't be scared to suggest, all right, what do you do for family time? Could your family time go down for 3 months? Are they okay with that? What responsibilities do you have as a parent? For your kids, is there anything you can take out? I'd feel pretty bad suggesting that, but I'd look at it that way rather than trying to say, well, Mel does this, Mel did that, she won because she does this. Like, everyone's got a different story.
I don't have kids.
So would you do it again? Like, was it a scary prep? Was it a bad prep?
I'm so thankful I did it again, because last time was nothing like this, training wise and food wise. I think I would say I would do it again if...
Well, you're doing it again in 3 days.
I'm so glad I'm doing it again as well, but look, it's pretty expensive.
True.
I don't know.
So you're doing...
Never say never, but...
We were chatting about it just then. You're really happy to be doing it again this time, to have another chance. So 3 weeks since the last comp, you got some good feedback on your posing and what you can improve. You've leaned up even more so. Can you flex off? Mel's...
can you even see?
No, not good lighting. That's all right. Mel's leaned up. What, you're down another half... You're down half a kilo, yeah? Stop. Oh, that's enough. I'm a little bit lean as well.
I can't even see anything.
Yeah, it's not about me. Next video we'll make about me. So you've dropped, what, close to half a kilo since the last one? More than half a kilo, and looking leaner still, but still pretty muscular and jacked. And you got some posing tips, so you got another chance here. It's going to be much tougher competing at nationals, obviously, against winners of all the other states. You're saying just before you're really happy to have another shot at it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, posing wise is probably the biggest one.
Yeah.
I was happy with my leanness. Well, it was enough, I guess, at the last comp, but I'm happy to see a bit more coming through now as well, so to be able to compete leaner is really good. Yeah, I think it's really just the stage presence and posing that I was happy to have another go at.
Let's say there's a girl out there, regardless of body weight, wants to drop some body fat. What would you suggest to them? I know that's putting you on the spot.
Absolutely go for strength, because it just gives you, you know, numbers to chase, and seeing yourself get stronger is so rewarding. And then if you're doubling up and getting physical looks that you're happy with. It's just the snacking, I think.
I was just about to say, honestly, I think it's still diet.
For everyone. Absolutely diet.
You can follow Mel's program, which will be online in probably 3 weeks. The results that you see in your training are 100% dictated by diet. And you can argue...
Have we mentioned that I did spend some time overeating? So because obviously the muscle I've started with or whatever.
So you're talking about when you got up to 70?
Should we, it's not like I just built all this.
In this prep. So you haven't built those little itty bitty muscles.
I don't think so.
They weren't built in the last 12 weeks. So they've been built over the last 3 years. And you've been eating, like we alluded to at the start, 2,000 calories or more. Kind of not tracking most of the time unless it's leading into a competition.
So would we say log and deadlift last year to get 175? I know I hitched, but training up to that and overeating obviously would have played a role.
If you've been training longer than a year, if you want to put on any muscle, you have to be in a caloric surplus. You need to eat more food in order to build muscle. Strength, you can build both ways. You can still build strength in a deficit. It's just a lot harder. The goal would be to maintain it. So I think you're seeing good results because for 2 or 3 years you've chased a heavier deadlift.
And that's the thing, so I came to you and I hadn't done any deadlifting or squatting really.
And what'd you hit first up? You hit 100 first shot?
No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I think I just did sets and reps and then one time. For 100. So
So you spend
we need to
3
all that kind of
3
stuff.
years building muscle and strength. If we looked at it that way, not getting as heavy as possible, not getting as strong as possible. Because if I wanted to get as strong as possible, you'd be 90 kilos. So it's getting.
But still, log has gone from an empty.
Yes, the first time at the garage, you got the 43 kilo log. It looked super easy. But you were pulling faces and swearing.
It didn't look easy.
No, by coaching standards, it looked easy.
It's embarrassing.
And now you've got a log record. That's funny to think. Now you've got a log record.
30 kilos heavier.
30 kilos heavier, and you're still pretty much pulling the same faces and swearing the same amount. And when you get it, it still looks as easy. It's just the faces you pull that make it look hard. Chasing strength and chasing muscle gain, if you'd just stayed at 62 or 63 kilos for the last 3 years, there's just no way you'd look how you look now.
No
You'd be so much smaller,
maybe
just as lean. But if you're lean and small, it's not going to look the same as when you're lean and there's some actual muscle there. So I guess the advice would be pick a goal, maybe for that person.
Absolutely.
Pick something. I like if people are obese or if people are pretty overweight, I don't know what the numbers are for BMI and stuff, but if you're an overweight person, I think the goal needs to be able to see at least your top set of abs, or for a guy to be able to see the definition somewhere and then start building from there. If you're heavy, I wouldn't start bulking. I wouldn't bulk up from a heavy position because then you got to put on, even if you just slowly bulk, you're going to put on enough weight that you're going to be obese. And even if you're strong, that's not great. Unless you're doing it to be a world record powerlifter and that's bringing in money somehow, something like that, then cool, that's your story and your choice. But for me, everyone here, I want to get them lean first, leanish, don't have to be shredded, but everyone should aim to get lean, and then you build up from there, putting on some size and muscle. All right, that's too much advice. That's just advice for everyone. Fucking hell. All right, Mel's got to go to work. Good luck for Saturday.
Thank you.
In Sydney. We'll be up there with you.
Yes, I'm so happy.
Check out Mel's video on my YouTube of her day of eating, and then if you're interested in her program, the strength program and bodybuilding program, let me know. That'll be up soon. I'm sweating. It is boiling hot in here now. It's about 35 degrees. All right, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.